Are you looking for the best welder for home use? In your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best welder for home use that are available on the market. I made this list based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below, and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. The fifth product on our list is the Hobart Handler 140 MIG welder 115 volts. Since 1917, Hobart welders have contributed to the infrastructure of America. They've fused factory girders and locomotive pistons. For 100 years, they've also found ingenious ways of stabilizing their technology for your garage shop. With the Hobart Handler 140 MIG welder, you'll find a solution for just about any project you're excited to begin or finish. This is a MIG welder with infinite wire feed. It's capable of 25 to 140 amp outputs, which means there's more than enough power for patching some flashing or building a new fence. Having tested and compared various welders over the years, I think this product showcases the best value for the price. You get a cast aluminum wire feed drive. This is the heart of the machine. While cheaper units offer similar specs, the aluminum drive lifts this product to industrial standards. Loading the wire is intuitive, and adjusting the tension and variable speed requires little practice. This offers newcomers an easy point of entry and adepts a familiarity with the larger, more expensive welding units. The stellar arc performance on the Hobart 500,559 Handler 140 MIG welder 115 volts sets it apart from other at-home products. Whether you're working with thin sheet metal or 1/4 steel, you'll achieve thick, strong bonds thanks to the stable drive and precise arc. Much of the arc stability comes from the 5-setting voltage control. No matter your house power setup, you can fine-tune your voltage. As a MIG welder, you get 2 gas inputs located on the back of the device. But those of you that have yet to use an inert gas, you can throw in a spool of flux core and operate this machine gasless. Keep in mind, however, that doing so will create a lot more smoke than if you were to MIG weld, so ensure proper ventilation. Weighing only 57 pounds, I'd also consider it a portable welder. This opens up the opportunity to use the Hobart Handler 140 on the road or at a neighbor's abode. The quick fix-it jobs possible with this product are nearly limitless. And because it can run on your basic 115 V house power, no home shop or friend's house is unequipped to run the machine. With this welder, you get a protective cover, MIG gun, contact tips, grounding clamp, and gas nozzle. I highly recommend the Hobart Handler 140 MIG welder for do-it-yourself hobbyists that seek the best MIG welder for home use. Up next in the 4th place is the Weldpro 200 amp inverter multi-process welder. Weldpro is a subsidiary of Linlong Limited, a Chinese company with 15 years of welding product experience. They focus on consumer-friendly welding products. These affordable units from Weldpro have surprised me in the past, and the best one that I've tried is the Weldpro 200. This multi-process welder ships with everything the beginner needs to learn the basics of MIG and TIG welding. And because this is Linlong's flagship product, it boasts features that you won't find on other similarly priced Weldpro units. If you plan to begin with flux core or MIG yet want the option to try true lift TIG at some point later, then consider the Weldpro 200. You can aluminum weld with the optional spool gun or hook up inert gas and throw on a spool of wire and get to MIG welding an auto panel. Because it's so compact, you get all this convenience at the fraction of the size. Not only is the Weldpro 200 multi-process, but it's also dual voltage. Say you have 115 V sockets in your garage but plan to upgrade them to 220 V soon. Instead of settling on a 115 V welder now and buying a higher capacity welder later, you can buy the Weldpro 200 now and save yourself time and money. The company's IGBT inverter technology cuts the size and hassle of switching power sources. Plus, it's so cutting edge that it shaves off the weight. At only 30 pounds, you can easily cart this device from your garage to your backyard for some spot welding of beams or posts. I like the intuitiveness of the dual digital display. Dialing in your voltage and wire speed is fast and simple. Even a beginner can figure it out in a few sessions. This offers you easy switching between MIG, TIG, and stick or flux core. You get both 2T and 4T modes, which means TIG welding a joint from beginning to end requires little to no recalibration. With the Weldpro 200 amp inverter multi-process welder, you not only receive a machine capable of welding all your dream jobs, but the accessories to get the job done, too. Included in the multi-process package are a MIG torch, TIG torch, cables, electrode holder for stick welding, 4 earth clamp, gas hose, face mask, brush hammer, and power adapter for 115V sockets. You at home welders searching for a device as multifunctional and adaptable as you, check out the Weldpro 200. The third product on our list is the PRIMEWELD TIG225X 225 amp welder. PRIMEWELD has come a long way in a short time. They've made a name for themselves as one of the best companies for fabricating tools, and their welding machines have impressed me for their resilience and heavy-duty components. PRIMEWELD specializes in plasma cutters and MIG and TIG welders aimed at the inveterate user that knows what he wants. As such, these tools work hard, with long duty cycles and functionality that rivals the industry's great manufacturers. The TIG225X from PRIMEWELD offers cutting-edge technology and multifunctionality at a price that compares to Lincoln Electric or Hobart. This is an AC/DC machine with the versatility of a multi-process product. You can use it with either 115V or 220V power, so it's perfect for home use. I love the unique CK17 Flex torch with pulse capability. It's incredibly sturdy and heavier than your average brand. Same goes with the CK Flex tubing that connects into the brass fittings on the bottom of the device. The entire array of secondary pieces that ship with this machine stands above comparable brands. The foot pedal feels just as responsive as a Lincoln Electric, and the Pulse CK12 Flex torch offers precise welding. On the front panel, you get a host of adjustment and calibration options. There's a digital readout for your amperage, which helps when the machine can switch between voltages and boasts a welding current knob. The one downside with this machine is its impressive list of control options. With downslope and upslope adjustments, pre-flow and AC balance, and pulse frequency, there's never a moment when you can't tinker with your arc's performance. This means diffident newcomers should probably stay away from this device unless they're willing to put in the time to learn the intricacies of TIG welding. There's one benefit to the PRIMEWELD TIG225X 225 amp welder for those inexorable at-home welders that want this machine. Although primarily a TIG welder, it also welds stick. With a quick spool change, recalibration, and wire feed setting, you can stick weld in your home shop without the need for gas or all the fine adjustments of TIG. With the PRIMEWELD, you get an impressive collection of pieces, including the aforementioned Pulse CK17 Flex torch, step pedal, contact tips, cables, ground clamp, plug adapter, gas regulator, face mask, and chipping brush. If you plan to mostly lift TIG and stick weld, and you have the patience to learn the subtleties of TIG welding, then this is your machine. Second on our list is the Forney Easy Weld 140 multi-process welder. Forney Industries' 90 years in the welding business shines in its products and services. This is a fourth-generation family-owned and operated company that boasts American-made machines. Their products deliver consistent results in both heavy machine industries and homes across the country. For my money, the Forney Easy Weld 140 multi-process welder supplies homeowners with the ideal features to repair common household appliances, auto parts, and outdoor fixtures. With the 140, you get a welding machine that can MIG, stick, and DC TIG, all within a small and affordable package. Forney dubs this product the Easy Weld because it's calibrated for simple plug and weld operations. The 3-position switch on the front panel flips between your 3 processes. The easy-to-understand dials for amperage and wire speed respond fast and are very forgiving of beginners. The spool rod ships with an adapter for large and small packs of MIG or TIG wire. I think, aside from the Hobart, the Forney ships with the most durable cast aluminum drive system on my list. Setting up your wire and tightening the tension takes seconds. Unlike a lot of welders, this one didn't seem to need as much tinkering to get the wire speed just right for MIG welding. You garage hobbyists stuck with 15 amp sockets, add the Forney Easy Weld 140 multi-process welder to your list of maybes. With a power range between 10 and 140A, all this product requires to take full advantage is a common household socket. For maximum performance, I recommend dedicating a breaker to the machine, or it might pop a few times during intense welding sessions. If you plan to take your welder on the road with you, the Forney 140 should suit you well. The company chose an all-metal exterior case for added protection. I especially liked the rubberized corners on the top and bottom of the device for added protection and grip. The Forney Easy Weld 140 multi-process welder comes with everything you need to MIG and stick weld. Those of you planning to use the product for TIG welding will need to buy a step paddle and gun, sold by Forney. Finally, the top product on our list is the Hobart Handler 210 MVP MIG welder. As a leading supplier of welding machines across the globe, it should come as no surprise that Hobart's devices appear in more than one place on my list. I think for the right person, the Hobart 210 offers everything the 140 does and more. This is a beefy machine but by no means daunting. I love the intuitive control panel. With big voltage control and welding speed adjustment knobs, you can accurately pinpoint how much wire you need and dial in the duty cycle. Opening the side panel of the Hobart 210, you'll see Hobart's proprietary wire drive. With an aluminum cast construction, it holds tension better than plastic drives and won't crack or break easily. Remember that a broken wire drive means the entire welder is worthless. So spending the extra money on an aluminum drive makes practical sense. The MVP designation on the Hobart 210 derives from its smart connection feature. You don't have to adjust any settings as you connect it to 115 V power or 230 V power. Simple, plug the welder into your socket or generator and you're ready to go. The MVP feature is ideal for consumers seeking a MIG machine with future-proof potential. In my time with the Handler 210, I encountered very few downsides. It's not the lightest product on my list. The weight difference between this machine and the Handler 140 surprised me. At almost 90 pounds, you won't be carting it from place to place without some help. And as a MIG-only welder, you're limited by the system's designs. But for most at-home projects, you'll have more than enough power and precision. The Hobart Handler 210 MVP MIG welder ships with quality Hobart parts and accessories. You get 10 feet of cable and a Hobart MIG gun, earth clamp, dual gauge regulator, spool hub assembly, sample spool, contact tips, and power cord with 15 amp and 20 amp MVP plugs. If you want the durability and performance of a Hobart but need more power than my number one pick, the Hobart 140, then the 240 MVP is your new welder. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.